Have you ever sat in front of someone and felt something was off, but you couldn't explain why? They were smiling. They were saying all the right things, but still, something didn't feel genuine. That feeling is not random, because most people don't show their real thoughts with words. They show them through behavior. And once you understand how to read those signals, you stop guessing and start knowing. In this video, you'll discover 7 dark psychology secrets that help you read people instantly, just by observing what they usually ignore. The truth is, people don't lie with words alone. They lie with tone, with pauses, with body language, with micro reactions they don't even notice. And in daily life, this leads to confusion, manipulation, misunderstandings, and missed signals. But when you learn to observe instead of react, you gain clarity, not to control people, but to understand them. Let's begin. Most people think emotions are controlled by words, but in reality, emotions appear first on the face, before the brain has time to hide them. These are called micro-expressions. They last less than a second, but they reveal what someone truly feels. For example, a quick flash of disgust, a slight eyebrow raise of surprise, a brief tightening of lips indicating tension. Imagine someone saying, "I'm really happy for you," but for a split second, you see tension in their face. That tiny inconsistency tells a deeper truth, because the face reacts faster than the filter. Eyes are one of the hardest things to control consciously. When people feel uncomfortable, their eye behavior changes. Watch for avoiding eye contact leads to discomfort, hesitation, or lack of confidence. Excessive blinking leads to stress or internal tension. Looking away while answering leads to cognitive load or possible fabrication. But here's the key insight. It's not about judging one signal. It's about noticing change. If someone normally maintains eye contact, but suddenly starts avoiding it during certain topics, that's where the signal is. Eyes don't just see others. They reveal internal processing. People often say one thing, while their body communicates something completely different. For example, saying, "I agree," while subtly shaking the head. Saying, "I'm confident," while fidgeting or shrinking posture. Saying, "I'm fine," with a tense voice and closed body language. This mismatch is powerful, because words are often socially controlled, but behavior leaks truth unconsciously. When words and behavior don't align, behavior usually tells the real story. The way someone speaks is often more revealing than what they say. Pay attention to long pauses before answering, over-explaining simple questions, repeating phrases, or structuring answers carefully. Natural truth tends to flow smoothly, but when someone is filtering their response, you'll notice hesitation. For example, a simple question like, "Where were you yesterday?" should get a quick, natural response. But if someone pauses, restructures, adds unnecessary detail, it may indicate they are constructing their answer rather than recalling it. Silence before speech often means the mind is working harder than usual. To read people accurately, you must first understand their normal behavior. This is called a baseline, because a behavior alone means nothing, but a deviation from normal behavior means everything. For example, a normally calm person suddenly becomes restless. A talkative person suddenly becomes quiet. A confident speaker suddenly avoids eye contact. These shifts signal emotional or psychological change. Without a baseline, you're guessing. With a baseline, you're observing patterns. When people feel comfortable with someone, they naturally begin to mirror their behavior. This includes similar posture, matching tone of voice, similar gestures or pacing. Mirroring is subconscious. It signals alignment, trust, or rapport. On the other hand, lack of mirroring can indicate distance, discomfort, or disinterest. For example, if you lean forward and the other person leans back, that subtle mismatch may indicate emotional separation. People don't always say how they feel, but their bodies often synchronize when connection is real. Where someone places their body tells you their mindset. Observe. Leaning in leads to interest or engagement. Leaning away leads to discomfort or withdrawal. Crossed arms leads to self-protection or defensiveness. Turning the body away leads to desire to disengage. Also, notice direction of feet and torso. Even if the face is engaged, the body may be pointing elsewhere. That's a hidden signal of where their attention truly lies. Body positioning is one of the most honest forms of communication. These insights are not meant to control or manipulate people. They are meant to help you understand hidden emotions, avoid misjudgments, improve communication, protect yourself from deception. Reading people is not about power over others. It's about awareness of reality. In real life, don't try to analyze everything at once. Instead, observe naturally in conversations. Look for patterns, not isolated signals. Compare behavior over time. Stay aware without overthinking. With practice, reading people becomes intuitive rather than forced. To summarize, micro-expressions reveal hidden emotions. Eye behavior reflects internal state. Inconsistency between words and actions exposes truth. Pauses and speech patterns show mental processing. Baseline behavior helps detect deviations. Mirroring indicates connection. Body language reveals comfort and intent. At the end of the day, people will always say what sounds right, but their behavior will show what is real. The more you observe, the less you get confused, and the more clarity you gain in every interaction. If you found this useful, subscribe for more psychology-based insights and comment below. Read people if you want more videos like this.